This activity uses number bonds to help solve addition problems. A number bond is this figure here, which has 3 circles, 2 of them small and 1 of them larger. The 2 small circles are each connected to the larger circle via some straight lines, which I like to think of as channels, so that the material from this circle can travel along the channel into the larger one. Same down here. The stuff from here travels along the channel into the larger circle, and that's where the total ends up. There's also a smaller number bond down here in the corner, and then some lines at the top with an addition and equal symbol, and that's for writing a number sentence. This part will be done in marker. This number bond will be filled in marker, and this number bond will be filled in using manipulatives, or objects that can be handled and moved around. Number bonds can be used as an activity all by themselves or as a tool to help with other math assignments. If you're going to use it as an activity itself, then I recommend generating numbers using a die. That's what I'm going to do. So I rolled a 5, I put a 5 on the first line, and roll again, and get a 1, and put a 1 on the yellow line, and now I get my manipulatives out. The 5 is on the blue line, so I'm going to be filling the large blue circle. I'm going to use 5 orcas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the yellow line has a 1 on it, so in here I will have 1 manipulative, and I'm going to use a shark. So I have my 5 here and my 1 here. I'm going to write those numbers down in these small circles. And I don't need to count these because I already know it's 5 because I have a 5 right here. And I already know this is 1. Now I can start having them travel along the channels. This is a good opportunity to practice story problems. So instead of saying 5 plus 1, I could say 5 orcas want to go to a picnic. The shark is hungry and asks to join. How many animals want to go to the picnic? So I would figure this out by first moving all my orcas to the picnic table. And before I even incorporate the shark, I want to make sure my child knows that whatever number was here is now in the center. So ask them, how many orcas are in the green circle? And the answer will hopefully be 5 right away. If your child is counting instead of just saying 5 like that, that means that they don't realize that the amount that was here all moved to the center, and thus the amount or the number stays the same. If they don't understand that, that's something separate to focus on. But moving on with the math problem, 5 orcas are at the picnic table, and I have 1 shark that wants to join. So I have 5, and then I count on. 5, 6. The total that I have here goes in the matching circle, and then that number would go on this line. 5 and 1 more make 6. 5 and 1 more make 6. Before you start the activity, it's a good idea to set an expectation, and that might be a time expectation, like working on it for 15 minutes, or it could be a volume expectation, like finishing a certain number of problems, maybe 3. And the important thing is to make sure that that expectation is met. It does not have to all happen at once though. Like if you set a 15-minute expectation and your child's getting frustrated after like 10 minutes, then you can pause the timer, let the frustration happen, and just reassure your child that it is okay to be frustrated. It happens to all of us because sometimes learning is hard, and that's okay. What they really need to know is that their feelings are acceptable and they will pass. And once those feelings do pass, once they are done feeling frustrated, they'll be ready to learn again and they will finish.